Feet together, reach up and grab your ankles.
Just let me down like that. I got it.
Okay. Enjoy.
Okay, here. It is.
I don't know if you're getting. That's it, man. You're older. And that's what
I'm just out there, my arms and legs are just like, ooh. they don't want to stay down.
So what do you think of flying? Okay. Now she's in.
It's got 2 clicks on the left and 2 clicks on the right, so I think it's good. I just straightened out my spine, my cervical spine just went. So now it's nice and loose.
This is wonderful.
Thank you.
Lion.
Yeah? Looking good, Phil.
Oh, it's pretty amazing.
Where do you fly from?
Yes, I am. I think I am. I have a pain that goes from my hip. I had one for a few months. It's like back here, and it goes. The pain goes down my leg all the way down to my ankle, and I can feel it when I push at different points. Like there's some relief.
How do you feel?
I feel just limbered up and loosened up, and I don't feel that pain so much anymore. Wow, that's pretty good. Felt like I was like kind of floating and dancing, and I don't know, it just really felt good.
I'm going to introduce you to a kind of flying yoga. It's called Acrosage. I learned it from an acrobat. His name was Benjamin Marantz. He learned acrobatics and got a massage and combined the two. But basically it's a technique for flying away on your back and upside down. It really helps release tension. It's really good for your hormones because you're upside down. You get like the blood flow going in the opposite direction.
It feels really good. I love the contact. I think it's really important, and I love to be able to exercise and stretch my body, and I love yoga. And it feels like a meditation in itself, and it feels good to do that with another human being. It feels like a dance, that connection.
I had just a tiny bit of acrosage before, and it was just amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of like being in gravity-free zone for a second time.
And it was when he asked me to do it that I realized why I hadn't had it sooner, which was that I was afraid to let go, and I had this I was afraid to be upside down and trust in somebody else, and it was those very things that had kept me from having it done that made it so amazing, that made it so beneficial, because I let go, and I let go of my fears, and I trusted, and I released, and I opened up in the area, especially in here and in my hips too, and in my lower back, in the areas that those emotions really tend to close me down and close us down. And so I felt a really amazing release with that, and so I'm really excited to be here and to...
A bit like a monkey in a tree.
You feel like a tree?
I feel like we're monkeys.
What it's like to fly. This is what it's like to have wings. Just everything opening up, and with the movement of her hands. All of a sudden she put me on my feet, and I was like, I'm not upside down anymore. I felt weightless. And how she shared that with me was really, really beautiful. And when Tasha told me about this workshop, I was like, I have to do that. I have to do that for other people, because I've been realizing through my own yoga practice how much it's changing my life, and this to me is like the next level. So.
I feel really good and really light.
Every time it's miraculous. Every time it frees up things in my spine that I can't just do on my own.
It's a very playful tool also. I really like that aspect of it. It's very playful and interactive, and it's unique like that.
So you want to learn how to fly someone?
Yeah.
What's the emergency landing? How does that work?
And you're starting to fall, right? So this is what I do. I just kind of between my legs, and I push up with here so that your head's safe.
Yeah. Now, if you
Yeah. Okay.
Slip.
Sorry, chicken out.
Sorry. My pants are so slippery.
Felt like
Oh my god.
so I was trying to just be like,
It's hard.
You can just bring them down really safely, real easy. Just
put me down.
Okay, sir.
Forward, just put me forward. Sorry.
When you did it earlier, and I landed above your head, and that felt okay for me. And the kind of emergency landing, it felt unsettling to land on your torso, on your between your. Considering that you're working with a stranger, it's
it's something to keep in mind. Like, is this going to be checking in with them? Does this feel comfortable for you to land, and letting them know like this is how you're going to be landing, and giving them another option. What's tricky though is like for I think for some folks, people don't necessarily know what their boundaries are, and they don't necessarily know what they won't be able to articulate like or visualize what that's going to look like. Is it going to feel safe for you to land on my crotch? It's like people, you know. So I think it's a tricky piece, and not everyone's going to be bothered by it, but it's just a piece to be aware of.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Definitely get in the way too. Like I took her.
Yeah, the bun gets in the way. The hair farming.
Hair forming like.
Oh, that feels good. That's very good.
Have a seat, sit down. You get a wallet, but that's okay. Why don't you take your wallet?
Well, that's sexy.
Alright, get the wallet. As you can, till you get to his like the very base, and then walk your hands up. There you go. So then he knows you're there. Put your hands up behind your head. There you go. Take a deep breath.
Okay, and if I'm too heavy, like,
Yeah.
Once you get up, you can lose.
And back.
Okay, hold back your hands.
Okay.
Very good. Straighten. Good. Straighten your legs.
I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Weight-wise or balance? Weight. So much weight for
You want to just try getting him up and then see like hold him there, or?
I was finding that I'm not spotting a lot. I was finding that the most effective way for me to spot was to be kind of near the what do you call the person who's doing the work?
Oh, the flyer.
The flyer. Being near the flyer's heels and the angel's butt or hips or whatever, so I could like be there to catch and just kind of pull back a little, or just shift a little, or unhook the toes when they get caught in the pocket. So it turned out I wasn't the only one who almost launched somebody over that way. So if I was back here, I could just like, just pull back.
Sorry. Can you bring your hips down more on the ground a little? Straighten your legs.
There, a little more, George.
Well, I didn't want to get the sides. That was a problem. It would get me any bruise. That was loose. You ready?
I don't think my legs are strong enough, George.
3.
Why could I do it before?
Because it's just, there you go. See? Got it?
Never a dull moment at our house.
1, 2.
Okay, George!
Are you ready to try the next one out?
Second. There you go.
As soon as like the spotters knew what was going on, then they could really help get the transitions to like, okay, no, forward is this way, or because the person upside down could get disoriented, and then it wasn't so clear like which way they were going.
Yeah,
and
what's
then the
up
weight
and
could
forward.
shift.
You gotta hold
Do I? When you're flying.
all that exercise.
You seem like you're comfortable falling. Okay. And I'm not so nervous too.
Sure, try again.
Sure.
Okay. So, open your legs wide. And,
Feet out.
yeah. Bend towards your feet. And keep bending towards your feet and reach up and grab your ankles. Yeah. So you gotta keep moving your feet up.
Oh,
Or no, keep bending forward towards your feet, and then she wraps her feet.
It's okay. Come on.
No, bring them out first. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Jumping there.
Yeah.
Lower the top of your head.
Doing good.
I like it.
Oh, yes, there you're getting to the bending. I'm doing it. Squeeze back.
My wrist.
Yeah.
I was kind of jammed and I've been having wrist issues.
Do you want to break? Do you want to try it? And what she yeah.
I want to be able to fly him.
So yeah, just slow and gently. Yeah, just kind of, you just relax your legs and your arms, go forward. Open it, tuck and roll.
That was an amazing transformation.
Right, as soon as you do that, you get your balance.
Yes.
Seems like there's no.
Now, I'd really invite you to watch carefully the way I hold my hands and the feet and the way that we use the language to go between the different postures. Because then as you're practicing, it'll help you, oh, that's how I moved her feet. With my feet, I could be here where she's wearing my heels and my toes. And then I can use my ankle a lot more to lift her up. And do stuff here. Or I can come down here a little bit more. And this is actually a little bit more relaxing for me. I'm not feeling like stressing as much, but I got her more of the whole arch of the foot. And that's just kind of, and I got a nice stretch on my calf and
Weird, it's like fully straight, or are they slightly bent?
my knees are a little bit
Knees.
there, just a little bit. No, that's fully straight too.
So your feet are like almost on the outside of her hips, they're like not right under her butt?
Yeah, there's different foot positions. Now, if she was really tight, I'd actually want to go down her legs more, and that takes almost all the tension off her back. Now, it's hard to work on her by moving the neck position from here. And if she's really used, she's like a yogi kind of person, we can actually go down her back. So the foot position, and there's different places you can have the feet. Like you can have it just on the, like right now I've got her on the heel. I could put her on the ball of the foot and do more work on my feet, just kind of like a nice stretch. And it's really an invitation to play with the whole thing. You'll discover that there's different things. Most of it's just about getting the balance.
What's this for you?
I feel balanced.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You gotta wash, don't forget, wash your feet before you fly your angel.
Wash your feet.
Take a wide stand.
There's a nice way where you can come in on here, but then you're pulling back in your wrist, and so you get all that nice straight shot on here. But so other things you can play with are keeping your wrists straight and holding them in here.
Yeah.
And then the trade-off, though, is that you're starting to dig into the thumb, into the triple heater point right there. So finding a point kind of like here where you have like less of a bend, or like here is nice, or flipping your hands around on the kind of the opposite side is kind of nice. It's another way of holding it. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. So do you want to try flying some? Sure. Okay. It felt like you were trying to power him a lot, and you were really that you could have put your hands farther back, and that it would push
Further like this way?
Yeah, like you could put your hands farther back on his shoulders, and it would have pushed his body into position, his lower body into position, and held him a little bit better.
On the feet.
Well, in the beginning, it's mostly on the feet with a little bit on the hands. And depending on how far down, like there's a spot that you can find, if they're really loose, you can kind of keep going up the back where you don't even need your hands at all. And they're just kind of dangling there on both sides. And then in the second position, you don't really need your hands at all. They're just there to kind of move the head around and guide them, and sort of like that. So who'd like to fly next? Yeah. It's good to have what they call a lady's hand, where you don't break the flow of your hand, so it's relatively straight. Like you can go like this, but then you kind of got to bend your wrist, and that starts to hurt your wrist over time. But this is a nice hand placement right here. And there's a place you can be where your shoulder is just as far onto the ground, you're finding as much surface as you can, and using the floor to hold them up. Yeah. Okay. Now here, I want you to relax your shoulders a little bit. Feel them on the ground. Can you push them down?
My fingers are caught in the shirt. Can you pull that? No, left side. Left. I'm fine. Totally fine. My left hand is caught in the shirt.
Now can you relax the shoulder so that the blade's on the ground a little bit more?
Yes.
There you go. Straighten your knee, like put your shoulder down.
Straighten my knee. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you help with this finger here? It's caught in the
Which one,
shirt.
this finger?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Thank you.
Notice where her legs are right there? Like there's this gap between the back of her foot and my butt. So like to get her into position, I have to kind of pull her a little bit more.
Oh, so have her start really close.
Yeah, really close, like her feet are right there, and as wide as they can, because that builds the base, and then we can pick her up. And then you want to get your hands up as far onto her back as you can. Like she knows you're there. Because that allows her to relax a little bit more and lean back. And let her lean back in your hands.
Okay.
Scoot back another foot. You're not back far.
She ready?
I'm ready.
We need a checking system here.
Scoot back another foot.
Go back to her butt.
You got to be right up over her butt. See if like fighting her butt. Now open your legs as wide as you can. There you go. Sit down. And you can adjust too. You see, if you go lower down their feet, if their back's starting to hurt, you can go lower down their legs. So it doesn't hurt as much.
Okay.
And if they're really loose, you can go higher on their back. But their butt's a pretty good place for most people.
Have me boarded take off.
Your hands are kind of
It's just getting that position right there.
I feel like it was just a balance thing. Let's try to yeah.
It helps her relax a little more.
And then I go down to the
There you go. That's a beautiful position. And you can invite her to put her hands up above. Don't do nothing yet. Wait till you get the whole position. It'll be so much easier. Now you want to put your, walk your hands. No, you got it. Whoa.
Shoulders. No, you didn't.
So listen, okay? I mean, I know you can lift her up, okay? And like go real slow here. Because like what I'd invite you to do is wait until like you're fully in position and then lift them up. Because I mean, you can power them up, and you've got that down. And there's a certain finesse that you can really catch on here, okay? Because it's lifting her. Okay, there you go. Relax. Put your hands on her shoulders. Don't lift her yet. Now put your hands on her shoulders. Can you lift your hands behind your hand? Okay, now take a deep breath. And on the exhale, lift her up. There you go.
Oh, okay. That was actually a lot easier than powering her.
Yeah, exactly.
This is actually a lot easier to hold, too.
Yeah. Put your legs straight up. And you keep going right. I'm taking a little bit past her.
I'm right up against past her butt.
Okay, because that helps with your balance. But, so you got it looking pretty nice. Okay, and you want to sit down as far as she'll let you sit down without kind of compromising. And you reaching up your legs towards his neck, and his back, his shoulders, and holding.
Like I immediately want to lift up my legs.
Yes,
exactly.
Good.
You got them in the air. You're already doing it. Too. You see, if you go lower down their feet, if their back's starting to hurt, you can go lower down their legs. So it doesn't hurt as much.
Okay.
And if they're really loose, you can go higher on their back. But their butt's a pretty good place for most people. Now you want to bend your feet.
Bend my feet now.
And I'm going to lean back into your hands.
Okay.
And you're going to put your arms on my shoulder.
Right.
And just lift me up.
Okay.
And there we go. That's it.
Right. Shoulders on the ground. Okay.
And you can kind of twist me and kind of bounce me.
Oh yeah, that feels better.
Like this, and that whole breathe in, okay, breathe out. That right there, just them, like holding them there, and when someone breathes out, their body just relaxes so much more. You can relax, bring someone up when they're relaxed. Because before, when I do much harder, right?
Then
Like
you
just
two,
that extra
two
second.
people are moving together
Yeah,
too. Instead of
and-
like just one person trying to push them.
And your breath is moving together too.
Yeah.
Both breathe in.
And that's your moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Big breath.
You can figure it out.
Try to take a deep breath.
Okay, now bring your feet together and make a diamond.
Versus your hands. Equally. Look, Ma, no hands. Ah, wonderful.
Can you flip her over?
Look, she's flying, ladies and gentlemen.
There's not a right way to do it. Couple of furniture. Let's.
Oh, that would be the mic.
That I have to like really tighten my butt muscles and keep air in my chest.
Because a lot of my weight is moving
That's what I
towards your head.
Felt like you. Oh my god.
You can bring them, like where you put them back under their feet. And if you don't have enough time, or it's just kind of weird, you can just kind of drop them straight down. Like that.
I couldn't bend my knees to keep getting it. Her head was.
You can just bring them down really safely, real easy. Just like
Put me down here.
Okay,
Put me down. So just put me forward. Sorry. She did a really good fall too. I mean, she totally.
Yeah, we
Well, I
had
watched
to
them
do
too,
nice
like lifting,
zaps.
keeping your head protected.
Totally protected. My head was up and my body came down into her body, kind of soft. It was really nice.
you just gently bring them down into your body. So just
Okay.
relax everything.
Sure.
Just relax everything, and that's the emergency landing.
Okay.
There you go, going for the camera.
Keep it together.
Your legs down and push her with your hands and push her under her feet.
Like really tighten my butt muscles and keep air in my chest.
Well, yeah, Whoa!
We don't need the. There you go. Good.
Oh, sorry. Whoa, seriously. Oh, gee.
Her shirt's kind of grabbing my toes. Don't go any further.
Did you get the shirt?
No, hold on.
The other way.
Like this.
Yeah. And so, okay, now here we're going to do the switch. So grab my wrist with your hand. And open your legs wide. No, that's right. And flip them around the other way. Yeah, there you go. My wrist is here. Yeah, flip them around a little bit. Now, there you go. And wrist.
Wrist here?
Yeah. Can you flip your hands around? Then turn them around.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
The other way.
Yeah. Okay. Now grab it the right way. Okay.
But if you allow yourself, all you have to do is be a fulcrum. So basically, once you get a position with your feet, allow the statement. My legs will go around the fulcrum of your feet. The first time I felt June, I felt like I'm gonna fall too, but I didn't know what was gonna happen. When once my legs go out, like wide, like this, I just spin around your foot basically a little bit.
So I really don't adjust
Not
my
much,
feet.
not much. You go out a little bit, but once my legs go out, that kind of makes it so your legs just become a fulcrum just around my leg.
Okay, and then I just adapt to where your legs are.
Yeah. I felt like the same way when I did the first time with you. But just move your feet out a little bit and then let me get my legs wide, and then it should naturally be a fulcrum.
Once you get your legs like this, you can only get your feet to a certain point to where you feel comfortable. Or at least for me, I can only get to my feet to a certain point where I don't feel like can't go any further until you start bringing your body like this for that extra space to put your foot in.
But you got Mount Freedom with your legs when you're upside down.
Pretty easy to bring someone like straight back down, like either in the first position straight into your body, or in the second position when your head's there, you have to be more careful about the head. Can I demonstrate? Yeah, so. Yeah, let them down gently. There you go.
Very nice.
Nice, gentle.
Very nice, yeah.
Sorry, chicken out.
No, bend forward. Bend forward.
Oh my God, that's a lot of
People are upside down and we're a little discombobulated. And people that are otherwise rational and they could understand like everything exactly, you know, right brain people, they can't get it. And left brain people or whatever, you know, I mean, they've been upside down. So sometimes you need the emergency descent. Your ankles with your hands.
I got you.
Nope.
If someone's unsafe or they need to come down really quick, what you can do is just kind of bend them a little bit so that their head's safe, and then bring them down into your legs that way.
No, you guys don't have.
Rolling forward? Well, that works. Yeah.
Right. Whoa. See, George is really good. You always feel safe with George.
We get like leaning towards their ankles because, you know, like the leaning forward part moves their weight into the back, onto the feet, onto the ground. So you're trying to get them into that pike position, leaning and dropping onto their feet.
Okay. Kind of like Thai massage when they tell you to straighten your knees and straighten your arms. I have pretty strong legs, but still I had difficulty like getting someone into the right position to balance them. Like I'm not sure if I had my feet in the right spot. You were saying, and like between the legs or the buttocks, you just check that and input.
I think there's two aspects of finding the position because it doesn't take a lot of energy. Like there's the first part when you're lifting someone up, and then when someone's in the air, when if you're lifting them and working on their back, that can take a lot of energy. And other than that, just holding someone in the air doesn't take a lot of strength. But it takes finding the balance part. Because when you don't have the balance, then you've got to use all this energy to keep them in the center. And when you find it, then it's a lot easier.
So I was wondering, two of you have big hands and big feet, how much that affects someone with small hands, smaller feet, shorter legs on the landing, to land somebody with short, say if the person giving the ride, it has, short legs, would that impact the landing wrong?
I haven't, it doesn't seem to be the main thing with the size difference. The main issue with the size difference is when you bring them up, you have to have them at an angle. Like you can't have them straight down like a person with longer legs. You have to have them kind of, so their body's at an angle so that their head's not hitting your chest.
Right.
So it makes it really challenging.
And I've tried that in the past with somebody as big as you, and I just couldn't, like my legs wouldn't even do it, like I felt like I couldn't even have the strength to do that, so.
So yeah, when he put his arms up, that's when you were able to like...
Yeah, when I could balance the weight between my arms and my legs, because if it was just in my legs felt not strong enough, but between my arms and my legs, it felt
The distribution of weight.
And George mentioned that it took him about 10 people before he started to really feel natural and comfortable with the whole thing. And so it just seems logical that after you go through 10 or 12 people and you start to get your own feel for someone's body, that you know, you probably are just going to use less strength, or you're going to need less strength, because a little bit right now it seems like with, you know, some of the initial attempts that have gone on here is that part of the strain is not having the exact feel down yet. You know, that's what I see with both of you guys, and I think also with Layla here too.
Getting the techniques right.
Yeah, it seems like
Makes it less strain on your body, yeah.
I do low repetitions now myself in the gym with weights. So if I did, I would to start doing this really well, and for long periods of time, I'd want to practice doing higher repetitions with what I do, or leg presses, whatever it might be that you know, whatever I might be doing from the thighs, so I can do it for a long period of time. It's really fun. I'd like to learn more of the technique.
Yeah, in the weight room, it's a little, you know, a bar going across is a very stiff form of resistance. So, like, initially you have that balance thing and stuff, and you're feeling the weight, you're lifting up. Here, when you lean back, it looks, you know, it's similar to that, but, you know, you got all the niches of each person who are different, you know, in their body structure and stuff, so you have to kind of feel that out. It seems like, you know, at least I haven't been trying it, just been watching.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what's going on there.
But yes, I just recommend doing, as a practitioner, or someone else to have people fly, to practice doing a lot of repetitions. Or build up slowly, doing a lot of people, but start small. What I found was, and the same thing, if the first time you learn to lift a weight in the gym, my body didn't know how to do it, so my body would go, you know, a little this way, a little that way, and all the muscles are tensing, and they're tensing in the wrong places, so it's really hard to lift a weight that's really light. But until you learn, so your body learns to connect, and your brain connect to how to lift, all your muscles are going which way and what, and so basically you start to get tired much quicker. So I was really feeling the resonance to what you were saying.
Yeah.
She can relax her neck and you can let go of her shoulders.
Oh.
Just keep a strong hold with your legs and down.
How are my feet?
Yeah, you can do the up and down, the twists, the forward and back, and side to side.
And the twists, like, slow is good.
Yeah, slow is good. Go slow in the twists. And be subtle with, because you can do subtle twists, like back and forth, kind of do a music name. Like when you get the music going, you're going to love this thing. But
yes, are you letting her down?
No, they were playing that. The more you put your feelings
Does that feel good?
You listen me now?
You okay? Just relax your hands. Keep your feet wide.
Into my hands.
It's your hands.
My hands. Keep your base.
But you're not technically like digging your heels.
Wow.
Right in the roller coaster.
So what are you doing with your hands now?
Just kind of working on her spine, doing a nice smile. Also kind of do stuff in the back, and work your way down the spine. This one works with light people. This takes a lot of energy.
To lower her.
Yeah, well the lowering her isn't hard, it's the lifting. night, so all four of you guys are.
This time I'm able to relax a lot better.
Monkey in a tree.
I feel like a tree.
I feel like we're monkeys.
Try not to use your back.
It was a little tight.
Your legs, yeah.
Much harder.
Right. Then
Like
you
just
two,
that extra
two
second.
people are moving together
Yeah,
too. So
and-
like, just trying to push them.
And your breath is moving together too.
Yeah.
You both breathe in.
And that's your momentum.
Okay.
Like, you have.
Do one of you guys want to fly again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I try something else to make smaller that thing? Yeah. I want to do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I understand.
Nice.
No, it just seems like simple body movements actually.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's almost like more than just.
Was there anything that you thought we could have done differently or better? Like next time we do a play shop like this, make it so you can have more fun or more.
Well, I liked working with the different people. That wasn't work for me. I didn't use it. I like doing. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I really liked flying.
Me too.
Like getting worked on by you.
So one word to summarize like your experience today.
Fun. That's one word.
We're
quick.
I saw you there at least once. I know you got up.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
It was meditative.
Magical. High.
Irrational.
Exciting.
Splendid.
Cool.
Surprising.
Light. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Yay, fun. I
Hey,
don't
will you
have
go to that May Day festival? That, is that from like,
Nothing is
Bhakti's play or a whole bunch of plays and stuff. Yeah, it's all day, May 3rd.
Oh yeah, that feels better.
So I'm giving her full control. Because, you know, she's pretty good at all this stuff. At least on the arm front. But then I'm playing with her tailbone. I'm just kind of gently vibrating it.
I feel like I want to slap.
Get my legs in it.
Yeah. Get on the pie. How's that?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Maybe I should go like that again.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's nothing like that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's nice. That helps me a lot.
I felt good.
Alright, so I'm going to bring it down.
Okay.
So you want to learn how to fly somewhere?
Yeah.
Feet, and lean back in my hands. Yeah, there you go.
It feels really good. I love the contact.
The moving of the spine as you arch like that just gives a kind of, just a feeling of fluidity. Like,
You know, so I think it's a tricky piece.
So your body wants to connect, and your brain connect to how to lift. All your muscles are going which way and what, and so basically they start to get tired much quicker.
And that's what
It just seemed like a really wonderful thing. I've had just a tiny bit of acrosage before, and it was just amazing.
I got you. Have a seat. Okay. Lean back into my hand.
I feel just limbered up and loosened up, and I don't feel that pain so much anymore.
Look, Ma, no hands. Wonderful.
In the air?
Yeah.
Really? Can you flip her over?
Look, she's flying, ladies and gentlemen. Woo-hoo!
I feel like we're monkeys.
There's not a right way to do it.
I feel amazing.
opening up and with the movement of her hands.
Just from being in front of the picture, you know. It's
Make sure your back is
here.
No, there's chunks
I'm so sorry.
And then the other thing
It's a very playful tool also. Like I really like that aspect of it. It's very playful and interactive.